Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Let me check and see if it's on my end. I can't hear you.
One, two, check, test. Well, all right.
Not-
Is it working?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, I've been talking for, how long has this stream been up now?
I don't know. It's 19 minutes. I go 9:19. So you tell me.
Talking about nothing. Hang on a minute. Okay. Now I'm hearing myself through you. We'll get this straight sooner or later, folks.
Jeez. They had to go fuck it up, didn't they?
All right, are we better now? Check one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Can you still hear me? Am I feeding back?
Just sounds like I have an echo in there, but echo is not so bad, I suppose. Welcome to the Nexus, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. It's a turkey.
Yeah, it's a turkey. Yes, it is. It's a turkey, and its name is Larry today. Welcome to the Nexus. We do this every week, the usual spiel. We're on Rumble today. We're using Rumble Studio. This is our first time. We were on StreamYard, which is a fantastic program, but StreamYard doesn't always work when it comes to the budget. So they've about doubled their price on the service, and I'm already here on Rumble. So we are Rumble streaming it today for the first time, and I don't know why or how, but upon plugging my mic back into the box here, it turned everything off, and I didn't know, so I had to go find that out. So I've been babbling at this camera for a while for no good reason.
10 minutes. Yeah. Hey.
How you doing, Rosalie?
I'm okay. Did too much, ate too much, all the above.
Yep, same here.
I'm not done yet either. I just put the dishes in the sink and I've got everything. Well, I got a lot of things still I got to put away, but they're packed up so they can be put away. Let's put it that way. As far as food goes, because we ate late. We ate about 5:30, 6 o'clock around there.
Yeah, we actually had a dinner today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mother-in-law came over and had a neat little had a good feast ourselves. Happy Thanksgiving to one and all, which I'd said earlier. It's a great meal. There's been contention as to whether the Jewish people are allowed to participate in Thanksgiving festivities.
No, they're not supposed to. By one My rabbi told me no because it is a holiday that God did not ordain. It was something we made up.
Sure. So I guess he would be against American Jews celebrating the 4th of July. I'd see. That's why I wonder.
Well, see, it's not a holy day.
Right.
That's just it. It's not a holy day or a holiday, as in something giving thanks. We're supposed to always give thanks to God in everything we do at all times, one way or another. But as
I
far
was
as Fourth of
explaining on
July,
Uke. It's
that's a national holiday. That's different.
yeah. That's how I look at it. It's an American holiday.
Yeah, because
Um,
Thanksgiving technically is a religious holiday. So
yeah, originally it was. They call it the first Thanksgiving. No, that was the first Thanksgiving here.
yeah.
But Thanksgiving was started up a little bit before here, anyway. Well, we don't celebrate it as a religious holiday, but a national one. And news going on. Other news. Dennis Prager, he'd had a bad fall, and
Yes, I
we
saw
are uh, we are wishing him the best and hope for a
that.
speedy
Refuah
recovery because
Shalema,
we miss
yes.
you.
Yes. Refuah
Um,
Shalema.
I was watching a clip they had about Thanksgiving and pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie or pecan pie, and he's like, "Let me tell you something. If God really likes you, you get pumpkin pie when you get to heaven," which is kind of cute. Um, but no, we miss you, Dennis, and we hope you're well. We want to get you back on the air because I miss those fireside chats. I mean, they're still there, but I like the new stuff. I like
Mhm.
new Prager. New Prager is always the best. Fresh Prager when it's good and fresh. Yeah, it's. But numbers will be arriving soon, so we'll be on Twitter. That's one thing, or we'll be on X next week. We should be on there. We're not streaming there now. We are on Rumble and YouTube and on the Orphans of Abraham on Facebook. So
Mhm.
you can go there and check us out. Also in mute, I wanted to well, in short, it breaks my heart that it takes such a tragedy to see a very strong and resilient Israel among her enemies. But I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the victory. Um, I'm grateful. I just the way they handle it. I mean, you guys are going to be the undefeated champions of the Middle East here soon. The war they fought today will go down in history in the way it was fought. From technology to civilian casualties to it's going to go down in history. And yeah, there's no
Mhm.
there's no no known war or urban warfare that has ever had a lower civilian to enemy ratio, combatant civilian to combatant ratio than this war with Israel that's going on right now. So ceasefire, I didn't buy into it. I listened to most of it, translated with Ishai Fleischer, who's another Israeli badass. I really
Mhm.
enjoy his channel. If you haven't been
Hi,
there, do
Carla.
so.
Happy
Carla,
Thanksgiving.
where's she at?
Oh, she's in the side
Oh,
chat.
hi, Carla. You can come in here anytime you want, my friend. But I don't know what I was talking about, but oh well. Whatever.
Badass.
Oh, Yishai Fleischer. Go check him out. So Netanyahu did make a few hints in this speech that he gave about this ceasefire. And it's basically, and then I heard or I read a Ben Shapiro quote, and I think he's Biden. They're just biding their time to get Biden out of office.
Mhm.
He's gone. Oh, you're on your own. He apparently threatened a UN arms embargo against Israel. That's our president.
Mhm.
You wonder why I have no respect for people who vote for him. That. Yeah. In the middle of a war, of all people. But got to keep fueling that one with Russia and Ukraine, don't we? No
Yeah.
peace there. We don't want any victories there. No, we just want to keep it going for a while. and sucker as many Americans into believing they're saving democracy. We're giving money to the country that just canceled elections. Even fake democracies like Russia, you get in a fake election once in a while. Shoot, Israel's y'all doing what? Like once a month? There's like election week every month. You guys have a new one. Zelensky, the president,
they have to vote 5 times.
5 times. My goodness. Well, that's interesting. I don't understand the politics. I don't understand the way it's set up. I've listened to videos. I've read articles. I don't understand Israeli government, politics, structure. You have a president and a prime minister, and who does what is I never hear anything but from the prime minister. So, what's the president up to? Who knows? Who knows?
Right.
It's
an odd. Them in the Knesset too.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get you on here. All right. So yeah, one of the reasons why I like Yishai Fleischer's channel, he's very good at speaking directly and being straight up about how things are going over there. And this week's Parsha Toldot. Let's get that out. Let's get that. And that there should be.
I've got it in the side chat.
Description below. Yes, we've got a private and. See, now I don't know how to use it. Private. There we go. Okay. Let me copy that. We can't open the link from inside the private chat in Rumble Studio. All kinds of new things we're learning here. It's got everything you need, and you can add to it. You can personalize it. It's great. Don't know how to get the name. If I can get the whole James, and then a link or something there, that'd be nice. But we'll figure it out one of these days. Toldot is really good because.
Okay, just to interrupt you for a minute.
Yeah, please.
If you look at your side chat, it says all donations in private. All is pretty much everybody, because when I went to private, it canceled out Carla. So yeah, so it's in the all comment. All
I can get donations on here. I can ask you for money. I can beg on Rumble. Sweet, I love it.
Sweet.
Okay. This week's Parsha, it talks a lot about kind of the founding. It gives you a good idea of what's going on in the world now with Israel and her cousins, her brothers, if you will. With Edom, it's kind of the same, or Esau, excuse me. It's almost the same story. It just gets fine-tuned the more you get into it. But yeah, you have two nations that are going to go to war, that are warring in you. Something I don't know if I came up with this recently or just now, or if it was taught to me, and I don't remember where it came from. But I've heard people give a lot of criticism to Rebecca for deceiving Jacob. Or not Jacob. I'm sorry,
Isaac.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They usually have firstborn. It's firstborn. That's it. But apparently, if I'm getting this right, Esau was not supposed to be born first. He had to fight with Jacob to get out first. That makes a lot of sense as to why, because she knew what was going on inside of her. Why? Because God told her, let her know exactly what's going on. Yeah, and they'll be fighting generations later. So why would she need to lie? Because she knew darn well Esau wasn't supposed to be born first. And so she corrected the error. And that relationship goes on and on. It's still going on to this day. I mean, where would the Christian Bible be without the Jewish Bible? Nowhere. It wouldn't exist. It couldn't exist. Or it'd be Mithra religion, or it'd be,
Mm.
you know,
Oh,
what else? What
Islam's the
else?
same
There's a,
too.
huh?
Islam is the same too.
Yeah, and I was gonna. That's why I was bringing in that. Yeah, I see the brotherly, um, with Isaac um, Ishmael, and then we have Jacob and Esau. Both come together in the end, but so that just an observation I'd noticed about this parsha and whatnot. Um, that and another lie, Gerar. Okay, so all right, so Jacob's going in, or Isaac, excuse me, Isaac's going into Gerar, and this is Genesis chapter 26, verse 7. When the local people asked about my wife, he said, "She is my sister." Oh, do I have? Yeah. He purposely misled them because he was afraid to say to them, "She is my wife," lest he thought to himself, "The local people kill me on account of Rebecca because she is of good facial complexion, very fair, or whatnot." And this happened before, and every time it happens, someone gets cursed. Pharaoh gets cursed when
Uh-huh.
and now here. So Abimelech, he's the king. He looked out the window and saw Isaac. Let's see the word gladdening. Here's a word you don't hear too often in the modern world. Isaac gladdening his wife Rebecca in the course of marital intimacy. Abimelech summoned Isaac and said, "So she is really your wife? How could you have said she is my sister?" Isaac answered him, "For I thought lest I die because of her." Abimelech then said, "What have you done to us? I, the most preeminent one among the people, could easily have relations with your wife, and you would have brought guilt upon us." Abimelech issued an order of ruling to all the people: whosoever lays a finger on this man or his wife will surely be put to death. So, and of course, Isaac prospers, but it just bothered me. Did the Hebrews have so little faith in the non-Hebrews of the world that they wouldn't have some sort of prohibition of illicit sexual behavior of some sort?
No, they were afraid they were going to kill him because of her beauty. They found
But
out that she was married to him, they'd have killed him.
well, that's what he thought.
Yeah, well, he knows the ways of the Gentiles back
But
then.
I don't know. I
And
don't
since
know.
he's like her half sister or whatever, he wasn't, they weren't going to kill him. But yeah, to lie like that, no, that's,
Well, if he's saving a life, if he really thought he was saving a life, I
yeah,
mean,
his own.
yeah. Well,
Well, that brings into the play, if you know they're going to kill you, kill them first.
yeah. So yeah, it became too big for Gerar, and then he had to go out and then settle. So he settled outside of the land and became very prosperous. But yeah, Abimelech was very insulted but understanding, whereas Pharaoh was like, "Get out! You brought a curse on
Right.
me, and
Hmm.
get out." And who was it? What was the name of the king who was given a vision by God in a dream? "Don't touch her. This is another man's wife." And
Oh.
this one, Abimelech sees him with his own eyes.
Hmm.
You know, let's flip through this here. We have good stuff. Good stuff in the partial. Where to begin? My big thing was it was in last week's Torah portion, and this week when he buys the land, Hebron. That's they call it the tomb of the matriarchs and patriarchs, or
Hmm.
patriarchs and matriarchs. He bought that land for him and his
Isaac didn't.
descendants. He purchased it personally, peacefully,
Abraham did.
fairly.
Abraham did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to bring names up. Yeah. It's theirs just by all right of civilized behavior, let alone right of conquest or what God helped with, or He bought that land.
Mm-hmm.
He bought that fair and square.
Yep. In front of a lot of people.
Yeah. So no, you can have it. Have it. You're Abraham. You're my boo. You know. No, I want to pay for it. I want to make it official. I want it to be known. Same thing with King David. The Jebusites, I believe. He said, "You can have it. Are you kidding? You're the king of the Hebrews. Who am I? No, I want to buy it from you."
Right.
So it's official, justly acquired property. That's the property of the nation of Israel. It's not their idea, it's God's decree. That's how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So, colonization? No, only use the word settlers. There's another one I like to use. I know I get frustrated with the Jewish people sometimes. I'm very thankful for them, for with them we would not have Torah.
Amen.
So, without them, I would have no knowledge of Torah, let alone, oh, yes, it exists. But when you get to know Torah, it really gives you the faculties to begin to know God to some minute extent. I was trying to explain to a girl I used to work with not too long ago. She, well, anything can be God. I said, it's not like that. That's actually the wrong way to go. And I had to, kind of explain. It's not
Idolatry
an,
to her.
huh?
Idolatry to her.
Yeah, but I'm baby steps. I had to explain
Mm-hmm.
that God is more like something that you access, something it's like electricity in your wall. But for the most part, the power station's on. You can pretty much depend. You walk up, you turn the light on, and say it's accessible. That's how accessible God can be in one's life. That it's not just knowledge. It's about living a just life. You always hear, "Why is God doing? Why are you doing this to me, God?" Well, there's good reason, but if you stay in contact, it usually comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it works out anyway. I don't know. I can obsess over Torah, and I have no answers whatsoever. Um, what else did I want to talk about tonight? I think I've covered some bases tonight. Like I say, Yishai Fleischer, great channel. A lot going on there. There's one video. In fact, I should put this in the chat as well. I don't have it ready right off. I put this on Facebook, on my Facebook page. This is Channel 12 News in Israel. They're just a news channel, a local news channel. This isn't like a CNN. This is a rather smaller country. Let me see if I can find that. And he basically had a microphone, and he just walked up and handed it to the people of Gaza as they're leaving. And I don't remember where he said it was at, but they just got their city obliterated, and put a microphone to them straight up. How do you feel about this? What is this? Are you, over and over, you're getting people screaming in Hamas, death to Hamas, may God curse Hamas, and put them in a grave. These people were, of course, defeated, but, he would ask questions to folks when October 7th happened, were you not happy? Were you not joyous? And they're like, no, we knew it was coming. We knew what we just did to you, or what was just done to you. They separated themselves from Hamas, and they separated Israel from Hamas. One old lady comes up and just kisses this guy on the cheek. It was better when you were here. It was so much better when you were with us. That we want that again. And you're hearing it from the mouths of these people. It's in Arabic, but he translates for
What a
you, which
bunch
is
of
nice.
fickle people.
I'm sorry?
What a bunch of fickle people.
Who, the Gazans?
Yes.
Well, no kidding,
Tell
right?
them what you want to hear. Yeah.
Um,
Suck ups.
well, they were defeated. They were a
Mm-hmm.
defeated people. But they apparently, a lot of them know, and suck ups too. That's definite possibility. But then again, Israel's got all the food and the water, and they know Hamas takes their aid. They're not
Mm-hmm.
stupid. So
Yeah,
the
that
reason
we
why I wanted
give
to put,
them.
go ahead.
Like that we give them.
There's over here in the side chat, you'll see a YouTube video, and this is a link. It's about 30 minutes. It's compelling because these are Gazans, or what they call Palestinians, whatever, that you can hear it out of their mouths. And I don't think it's all crazy. I don't think it's all suck up. You could tell there are a couple, but I think most of it was real, and they're hurting. But this is a point of view, words out of these people, the people's mouths, not some spokesman on CNN or NBC or ABC or nothing but crap. I mean, NBC. Uh, um, you're not going to hear that. You're going to hear free Palestine and two-state solution and ceasefire. Biggest favorite words people want to use about this conflict, and that's not what these Gazans are saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying we want you to get rid of them, curse them, curse them. They'd spit, and may Allah curse them in their grave, and even a couple imams who
Mm-hmm.
probably wouldn't be free to speak says we're afraid to speak up because of what they'll do. So I don't know. I was like ready to carpet bomb them. I still think that's a viable solution in any war. That's me. I like the idea of killing everybody and taking their stuff. That's not how we do things, and that's certainly not how the Jews are going to do things. I understand. I fully support you, even though you don't take the scorched earth way. You're still doing a badass job out there. So, were you going to say something, Mosley? Or
No.
you? Oh,
Mm-mm.
so that's it. It's something to watch. It's not hearing. You're not hearing what the Queers for Palestine have to say. You're not listening to the people at these college campuses have to say about the situation of which they know jack.
Right.
Hear from the horses' mouths. They're hurting, but yeah, they got it coming in a way. Of course, Israel kind of helped, didn't they? They're kind of like our government. Their government is crap. Just
Mm-hmm.
by their actions. I don't know how it works, but I know I know crap when I see it. And I know government in general is crap, but they got some problems. They made some really bad decisions. It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame it takes tragedy to finally see where you need to be in the world. In Israel, you need to be there, and it's make it happen. Make it happen. We all know where it's going. God's with you. Especially if you keep doing it like you're doing it, I think we're going to be all right. May and Hashem may you put Donald Trump in the White House. You've saved his life before. Just keep him in there. And I don't want to think that Trump is a savior. I don't want. He's not a savior, but man, he could save us a lot of pain if he gets in. And I'm hoping he'll get in. I'm not happy yet. I'm not jumping for joy. I haven't really done much of a happy dance yet. But after he's inaugurated, I think that first month is going to be a game changer for the world.
First day is going to be a game changer
Oh,
because
that's
they
going to
didn't
be
sign.
fun.
They didn't sign the transition papers. They rewrote it. They rewrote them. Said we're not taking any money from the United States because I guess it takes $9 million to do all this. They said we're going to fund it ourselves.
Trump's campaign said this?
Uh-huh. I think I sent that story to you
Yeah,
in your.
I've gotten so much stuff lately. I'm
I know.
sorry. Mom sent me about 12 things the other night. Um, I didn't know about this. Oh, that's something else.
Yeah, this is stuff I sent today. Yeah. See if I can drag it up here.
Well, that makes me happy.
Here it is. Yeah. Okay, I've got it. Yeah. It's like do. I gotta find it. Gotta find it. Okay, the one guy. He's on. I guess his name is. Start with this way. It looks like he's out there. No. Anyway, this guy's up in a tizzy. I guess he's supposed to get the paper signed because refusing to sign a transition paper, the Biden White House, and preventing a background checks violation of ethics rules. We can't vet. which donors are going to pay roughly $9 million in transition costs in general, might basically lead to the end of the world. Basically, um, do. Okay, that was something else. So first of all, we don't need to do it. Second of all, perhaps Derek Johnson had been right all along, and there's no need to sign the transition documents, if the dash means the Biden administration has been invalid all along. That was one thing. That was the first thing that came to my mind. So, but the other one goes, um,
Do you remember when the White House was dark for 30 days
mm,
and his White House speeches were from a studio?
who Biden's? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, even Bill Clinton's have talks sense about Israel. That
Hmm.
shocked me. I mean, when even Bill Clinton's kind of going the other way from Mrs. Clinton, she's a real piece of work. So is that Barack Obama and his husband.
Mm,
They're part of this. They don't
yeah.
like losing.
No. Well, hey, pay to play.
Well, that's neat. He's got his own transition team. Good.
Like I said, they didn't. Yeah, he said they're not taking any money.
Hmm.
Says he just signed transition papers as one massive twist. He signed his own version. He says an MOU, which stands for Memorandum of Understanding, and it tells the Biden White House and the GSA and the deep state that Trump transition team will be entirely self-funding the transition process, and they do not intend to use any government buildings or any technology provided by GSA.
Hmm.
It says transition government. The this organizational autonomy means a streamlined process that guarantees the Trump administration is ready on day one. Transition already has existing security information protections built in, which means we will not require additional government and bureaucratic oversight.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yep. And down here, it says, allow me to translate. We do not need your help, government. We do not want you in our way. We do not want your bug technology. We do not want you slowing us down. We do not want you handcuffing us. We have our own money and we will self fund safe and secure processes, essentially secure a walled garden that the government is not invited to. Oh, and we're going to hit the ground running day one without all government red tape BS. And no doubt you had intended using us to slow us down. Trump
Mm-hmm.
was fooled back in 2016, but it ain't happening a second time, not by a long shot.
No, he's if that man ain't serious now,
Oh, yeah.
that's some good news. I like that.
Fool
Thank
me
you,
once, shame
Rosalie.
on you. Fool me twice,
Shame
shame
on
on
me.
me. Yeah, he says that it's going to save the taxpayers money while avoiding the pitfalls of entrenched bureaucracy and potential interference from the deep state.
It's like, why? This is why I'm not here. Why are you not showing up? Huh? Oh, I guess if your camera's not working,
Oh, mine?
yeah.
Oh, I don't have mine on. Yeah, because you can't turn it off.
Well, it doesn't show you as a participant.
Right? Yeah, it does. Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, but you don't show up on screen.
No, I'm under because they're underneath.
Right, but the broadcast stream, you're not on it. It's all me.
I know because it's
Oh,
just down below now. And because if I had my camera going, you'd see me on my camera where when I start talking, the box glows. When I stop, it stops.
I was hoping at least to get your avatar up here, but all right,
That's all
something
right.
else to work on, something else to figure out while we're here on our new
Yeah.
Rumble studio.
Mm-hmm. Ah. So anyway, there's that. I sent you that about 3:30 this afternoon. I thought you'd find that interesting.
Yeah.
I sent you a bunch of stuff from the Bob and Tom show.
Oh, it's
They
been a
were
while.
They were kind of funny. Oh, I love Bob and Tom. I just can't get it all the time, but I'm still on their mailing list, and they put out 3 or 4 Thanksgiving things.
So they're still working.
Oh, Tom, was it Tom, who was it? Bob, Bob Kevorkian. Is that right? Yeah, Bob's still working. Tom retired.
Okay. Oh, good. They're still
So it's
going.
him.
Good for them.
It's him and Christy Lee, and then Josh Arnold and Chick McGee. It's still the 3 of them. Yeah, they're still on.
Oh,
There's one
good.
that's there's one that says no kids, but yeah, I think the second one that I sent you, it's they're 2 YouTube, they're 3 YouTube ones. One of them's by Duke Tomato, and
Duke Tomato.
oh, you never heard of him? Oh,
Uh-uh.
he's a big jazz guy. He comes up here all the time.
Cool.
Jazz blues, yeah, jazz and blues guy. So yeah, I mean, he actually comes to St. Joe. It's just like every now, when he's in town, he shows up at one of the local blues and jazz bars that they have, and he'll play quite a few times. So yeah. So anyway, I sent you some stuff there. So
Good.
because they had streaming, the one for no kids. That's funny on the adult level.
Okay.
But I wrote on there specifically no kids.
Okay.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know. That was from I think it's the Josh Arnold one that says no kids, but the one from Duke Tomato is kind of funny. And there
Duke
was an
Tomato. It's a,
that's his name. That's his stage name.
all right.
But anyway, that's what I figured you've been working or whatever and haven't seen anything, so I figured, well, I'll just get in here and throw you
Yeah, I'm
bones so you
working
can look at them later.
this whole week. The wife works in the day, so I took care of the kids at night.
Hmm.
Or took care of the kids during the day and worked at night. So that's messed with my schedule pretty much completely. And I'm tired. By the time Thursday rolls around, sometimes I was telling folks muted earlier and apologize for not being there. But yeah, I was in bed not too long after 8. I was just exhausted. Like there's no way I could have made it at all. Just I was
Last
out.
week, yeah,
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 I'm just yeah. Now I'm tired just from tryptophan or wherever that tryptophan, whatever it is in
yeah,
turkey. Enough of that.
yeah. I got hit pretty hard. It's like I ate dinner and then it's like all of a sudden my stomach kind of blew up. It's like bloat. It's like, oh, I got to go lay down. But I did too much physical activity for me.
Mm.
I'm semi-handicapped for those who don't know that, and I did way too much. I went outside and swept leaves off the deck. We got a pretty good sized deck, and then I went outside and literally shoveled my driveway to get the leaves out before it started snowing tonight, which it just started about half an hour ago or so.
You be careful out there.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, it took me a half an hour to shovel the leaves. They weren't all dry; they were wet. So a lot of it was wet because people going up and down the driveway. It's like smashed them down. And it's like I better get this crap. Somebody's got to get this crap off of here, and the only one that can do it is me. So it's like, all right.
Well,
So,
keep them joints oiled.
yeah. Well, hey, I shouldn't have, but I did. But hey, that'll teach me. I had chemo this week, so it's like, hey, good. Had that
Yeah.
shot of steroid, and it's like, yeah, we're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. 2 days later. 2 days later. Like the SpongeBob goes, 3 hours later,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Mom's
It's like,
finishing up her radiation.
good for mom.
Yeah, so she made
That'll
it
knock
through.
you, radiation will knock you for a loop. It just knocks you straight down.
Yeah, she said she's just now it's time to be exhausted for a few weeks.
Yeah, it'll do that
So
too.
No chemo though. Didn't need the chemo so far. So
Well, hey, I
you're
hope they get it.
surviving.
Hope
You're
they get it.
survivors.
Yeah, well, it's like I told a friend of mine. I said, if they give you a shot of one round of chemo, take it. Just do it. That was I feel that was my mistake when I did not do it after the surgery and they'd gotten it all. And I did not take the chemo to make sure that everything else was, the possibility is that. So that was
So it came
it,
back after that. It didn't
yeah,
nip in the bud. Okay.
no.
Um, well, they
But
hadn't
that's
offered it
okay.
yet, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
So it depends. Some people benefit from it, some people don't. And I figured we've done enough, let's see where we go from here. But luckily, we were constantly on top of everything. I did all my colonoscopies and everything else, and blood work and everything else like that too.
Yeah, nip in the buds to make sure it gets there early.
Hmm.
We are also on the radio. I finally got the thing working, I think.
Ooh, on the
So,
radio, do do
yeah.
do 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 on the radio,
So
radio.
Q77 listeners, my Cruising USA listeners are listening to the show
Yay!
because, yeah, that's how it is.
Congratulations. All right.
I got some work to do on it, but it's running. I got some new software, a new database,
Hey,
MySQL. Apparently
I
that's
saw
a,
that picture.
yeah. Well, we'll see. MySQL is supposed to be a good, solid, and very up. And I'm working with new software and not 10, 15-year-old software that isn't supported anymore.
Right,
So we'll see how that goes.
right, right,
I
right.
can't exactly advertise it here on public, but if you contact me, jamestheidlesmasher@gmail.com, I'll let you know, and you can have a listen to some pretty cool radio. Rosalie, would you like to say anything else before we wrap this bad boy up for this week?
No, we didn't read the half Torah.
We did not. No, we did not this week. We'll get back to that. I got to get off of here and go put up some dishes. I
Yeah,
did help. Don't ever think
I
that I
gotta.
don't help, but
Right, I didn't say you didn't, but I know
um,
you help. But it's
I got to
like
help.
I gotta do mine yet too. Like I was telling James before we went on, it's like, hey, guess what? My dishes are still in the sink. I got the foods cooling. We do a late supper, so it's like the food's cooled off, and the stuff that could get put away got put away, and the secondary stuff is like, I gotta go do this. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put it in because it's just
Oh
me and
yeah.
mom. We did a
Hmm.
12.5 pound bird.
Oh wow, that's a good
Yeah,
size.
yeah, well, for the two of us, yeah. So the price was right, so I couldn't say no. And I mean, for a long time, I've never made a turkey without a pop up. And today, a pop up thing that tells you when it's done.
Uh
Well, I
huh.
did today. And I tell you what, I tried to take it out of the pan. That thing literally just disintegrated. It was falling apart juicy. It's like, holy shit. It's like, it was just falling apart. I mean, I don't think I've ever broke down a turkey as fast as I did as
Oh, it's so
this one.
juicy and
Yeah, I know. I just picked it up and the bones just started falling out. It's like, that's how nice. Yeah. It was a good juicy wet bird.
well, good. Let's work. Save that energy for the driveway. Definitely. All right. We'll see you next week, folks. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back here again. It's our thanks for being here for our premiere on Rumble Studio. We'll get some things worked out, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the first 10 minutes of the show, because I know people were actually watching and sticking around. I noticed I'm looking up here, and why are you watching this? But we got it fixed, and we'll get it fixed next week as well. Rosalie, thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom, and we'll see y'all on the flip side.